What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and welcome back to the third video in a row on the commentary channel. Hopefully we can keep the streak going where I just talk about whatever I want to talk about and don't get burnt out by a Fortnite update. But with that said, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the situation that's gone on Twitter recently with Stanley's official Twitter account. So for those who don't know, when Stanley had passed away, they had actually more memorialized the actual Stanley Twitter account, and what this meant was that they weren't going to shut it down. You know, it wasn't just going to lay dormant without any tweets or anything on there. What they decided to do instead was use it as a way to promote Stanley related stuff. So if it was like, oh hey, here's this cool little action figure or whatever that got released to, you know, show off Stan Lee, or if it was some history about Stan Lee people found out, you know, just a old clip from him from 2017 or whatever, they would show that on the official Stanley Twitter account. And it was a pretty wholesome thing. It was pretty nice to see, but the most recent thing they did was very interesting because, as you guys may know, NFTs are a very hot topic, and personally my opinion on NFTs is I'm too dumb to actually understand them, but I know that they do have a little bit of an environmental impact, and they are working on ways to make it have less of this impact. So personally, I don't care whatever, like, you know, monkey NFT you purchased. I don't care if it's like a special limited edition cigar the monkey's smoking in the image. I just don't really care about NFTs. However, Stan Lee, whoever is running their official Twitter account, the Stan Lee one, managed to 12 hours ago make a tweet promoting NFTs on Stan Lee's Twitter. Now the tweet itself said, "From championing diversity to embracing new tech, Stan was one step ahead of the curve. To honor his innovative spirit, Stan's first Indian hero, Chakra the Invincible, debuts in his own NFT, which is a digital art collection, from 7:30 p.m. Pacific time on December 27th until 12 p.m. Pacific time on December 29th, and gives you a link to sign up." And now, firstly, of course, you know, it's going to be on Twitter, so the whole entire Twitter community is going to go wild, being like, how dare you do this? How dare you even talk about NFTs? You know, I never liked Stanley anyway. How dare he like NFTs, whatever it might be. And it's like, I feel personally, first off, Twitter overreacts to basically everything. But secondly, I don't think that if Stanley was, you know, still here today, they would be promoting anything related to NFTs, just because I don't think Stan Lee would be the type of man to do it. Now, if he was still alive and he made this tweet himself, then I would be completely fine with it. This video wouldn't exist. It would be more of a, oh, okay, you know, it's just another thing Marvel's doing, because as we know, Marvel, DC, basically everyone is getting into making these exclusive NFTs. However, it gets a little bit more interesting when you check the website, because they show you some of the art for the NFTs that you can actually earn, well, you know what I mean, purchase, and a lot of these actually use Stan Lee's likeness based on like his facial features in order to put him on these characters, being like, hey look, you could have this limited edition version that looks like Stan Lee. And personally, I feel that this is where it kind of draws the line, because sure, you know, tweeting out NFTs on a dead person's Twitter account is a terrible thing to do anyways, because it's like, why are you trying to promote something that's made for like profit or whatever on an account from someone who has passed away? And secondly, using that passed away person's likeness on the NFTs themselves without, you know, consent or anything, it's like, well, then again, you know, obviously you're not going to be able to go to Stan Lee's grave and be like, hey, can I get consent to use your face on NFTs? And Stan Lee will arise from the grave being like, yes, my child. But, you know, that's still the point here. Stan Lee probably wouldn't have wanted his face plastered over NFTs, and, you know, if they were alive, this would have been a different story, but it's just very interesting to see that they went ahead with it anyways, just being like, yep, you know what, this is a great way of promoting these visual images that people can purchase on the blockchain and own technically. So with that said, yeah, it's just a very interesting situation. I don't really know what else to say here other than I don't believe this should have happened. I mean, we've seen Ubisoft try doing NFTs recently, and I'll probably make another video talking about that whole situation and how that backfired towards them. So it's just like, man, I wouldn't have cared if this was just, you know, an official Marvel or DC Twitter account, like the official @ or whatever, tweeting about this. But when it's on Stan Lee's own Twitter account and it's promoting like NFTs that use his likeness and stuff, it just feels weird. So with that said, in the comments down below, I want to know, what do you guys think about NFTs, and what do you think about this whole entire situation? But with that said, no hate to anyone involved, of course, because let's be honest here, it's the internet. We'll probably all forget about this in a month or two. So I'll catch you champs and champettes tomorrow with another video. Peace out.